Hey gearheads, Jay Leno here, and today we're talking about an often overlooked but absolutely critical part of your motorcycle, the chain. It's the unsung hero that connects your engine's power to the rear wheel, translating those revs into motion. And just like any other critical component, it needs a little TLC to keep you rolling smoothly and safely. Now you might be thinking, Jay, it's just a chain. How complicated can it be? Well, let me tell you, proper chain tension is paramount. It directly impacts your bike's performance, your safety, and the longevity of your drivetrain. Too loose, and you risk serious damage and potential accidents. Too tight, and you're looking at premature wear and tear on your components. That's why we're going to break down everything you need to know about motorcycle chain tension. We'll cover why it's so important, how to check it, how to adjust it, and how to keep your chain happy for miles to come. So, grab a wrench, and let's get this show on the road. Whether you're a seasoned rider or just starting out, understanding your motorcycle chain is crucial. So, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into the world of chain tension. Get ready to learn some valuable tips and tricks to keep your bike running smoothly and safely. Stay tuned. All right, folks, let's talk about why getting that chain tension just right is so important. Think of it like the Goldilocks of motorcycle maintenance. Not too loose, not too tight, but just right. A loose chain is a recipe for disaster. It can whip around, damaging your swing arm, or even worse, causing a catastrophic failure at high speeds. Imagine that chain snapping mid-ride. Not a scenario you want to be in. Plus, a loose chain robs you of power, making your bike feel sluggish and unresponsive. On the flip side, a chain that's too tight is like trying to run a marathon in shoes 2 sizes too small. It puts excessive strain on your chain, sprockets, and transmission bearings, leading to premature wear and tear. You'll also feel increased friction, reducing your bike's performance and fuel efficiency. That's why finding that sweet spot is crucial. Proper chain tension ensures optimal power transfer, smooth shifting, and maximizes the lifespan of your drivetrain components. It's all about striking that perfect balance between too loose and too tight. In the next section, we'll walk you through the steps of checking and adjusting your chain tension like a pro. So stick around, and let's get your bike dialed in for peak performance and safety. Now that we understand the importance of proper chain tension, let's get our hands dirty and learn how to check and adjust it ourselves. Don't worry, it's easier than you might think. Just follow these simple steps. Step 1. Stabilize your bike. First things first, make sure your motorcycle is on firm, level ground. You can use a center stand if you have one, or a rear paddock stand to elevate the rear wheel. If you don't have either, enlist a friend to help you hold the bike upright. Step 2. Locate the slack zone. Next, locate the slackest part of your chain. This is usually found on the bottom run of the chain, roughly halfway between the front and rear sprockets. Step 3. Measure the slack. Now, using a ruler or tape measure, carefully measure the amount of vertical movement in the chain. This is your chain slack. Refer to your motorcycle's owner's manual for the recommended slack measurement, as it varies between models. Step 4. Adjust the tension. If the slack is outside the recommended range, you'll need to adjust it. Loosen the rear axle nut and use the chain adjusters, usually located on the swing arm, to either tighten or loosen the chain. Make small adjustments at a time and be sure to keep the rear wheel aligned. Step 5. Double-check your adjustments. Once you're satisfied with the tension, tighten the rear axle nut to the specified torque setting. Spin the rear wheel by hand to ensure the chain rotates freely and doesn't bind. Double-check your slack measurement one last time to confirm it's within the recommended range. That's it. You've successfully checked and adjusted your motorcycle chain tension. Remember, this is a crucial maintenance task that should be performed regularly, especially before long rides or track days. Now that you've mastered the art of chain tension, let's talk about keeping that chain happy and healthy for the long haul. A well-maintained chain not only performs better, but also lasts longer, saving you money and headaches in the long run. The key to a long and happy chain life is regular cleaning and lubrication. Think of it like this. Would you rather run a marathon with dirty, rusty gears or with clean, well-oiled ones? Your motorcycle chain is no different. Start by giving your chain a good cleaning. Use a dedicated chain cleaner or a mild detergent and a soft brush to remove dirt, grime, and old lubricant. Avoid using harsh chemicals or solvents, as they can damage the O-rings that seal the chain's lubrication. Once your chain is clean and dry, it's time to apply fresh lubricant. Use a good quality chain lube specifically designed for motorcycles. Apply it evenly to the inside of the chain while rotating the rear wheel, ensuring every link gets coated. As a general rule of thumb, aim to clean and lubricate your chain every 500 miles or so, or more frequently if you ride in wet or dusty conditions. Regular chain maintenance is a small investment that pays off big time in terms of performance, longevity, and safety.